That is not where I wanted that to go. I can't pop it back up. Can I put that like here? I can. I should have set this up before I started streaming. That would have been smart. Ooh, that. I'm glad I changed that because I didn't know that my recovery email was not the right one. All right. Okay. Think we're good. Hello to everybody, which is whoever joins. Um, how are you doing? Name's Dan. If you're watching this, you probably either know who I am already or uh, have just or been following me from my rig, the new one my old one, Micro Simple Player rig. Um, has like 12,000 downloads. I know a lot of people like that rig, so made a new one. Um, New one is so if we come over to my Gumroad here, yes, I got it pulled up already. We have two. I said Micro Simple Player rig. That is the old one. The new one is a simpler Minecraft player rig. I did just release little a new release for it. I changed some bone shapes, did a few bug fixes that I found, and rig runs great. I tried to optimize for systems that don't run too that aren't that powerful, just because when I first started Blender, um, over 10 years ago now, it was I didn't started on like Intel Mac Mini at the time. I remember this. Uh, wasn't Didn't have the greatest specs. Built my own PC, though it had a 1660 and kind of a CPU, so also not great. Switched back to Mac now. Uh, Things run better, but keep it good for people who don't have a great machine. So this rig runs pretty all right. The only thing I'm a little upset about that I couldn't figure out is um the materials for the face are do run. You do have to use material mode to use face rig, but it's okay. But I just want to show everybody this is the rig page here. Um, and here I just have some little handy visuals to show. I'll go over it too, but when you download the new version, just make sure you're selecting release 1.1. That is the new one that I just released today. That has all the new bone shapes. And just some quick things, how to change the skin, what you should add to your skin. So this is what makes the face rig work is these textures here. You change the colors of them. It's all pixel accurate. Um, did that way on purpose so people um, with different skins with like different eye shapes and whatnot can accurately recreate those using this. It was a big thing going into it. And instead of just talking about it, why don't we just jump into it? I don't know why it opened over here. Okay. So when you open the rig, this is what you will see. Just go to my basic scene here. So this is the rig here. Very simple. You open the panel here. You have to install this Python script as an add-on, or you can run it. The way I have it set up is that it's always linked with the rig itself. So whenever you import the rig, it will import the script into the scene. But if you don't want to have to keep rerunning the script every time you open the file, you can put it in as an add-on. That works too. So this is the newer version if anyone hasn't seen it yet. New bone shapes. I was inspired by a little rig I saw on Twitter. I'm not exactly sure who created it. Just I saw a little animation with it. I thought it was good. So I borrowed some inspiration from it for the bone shapes because I was having some trouble with the bone shapes themselves. I'm not great at making bone shapes that are usable, as I don't animate too often, but I was having some issues that I knew I had to fix. So this is the newer version with some new things to the Python here. Just some visibility changes so you can turn certain things on and off. Face bones and whatnot. Feel like I want to explain a couple things with the rig just so people understand what they do, because I know I wasn't too clear with some of the dialogue, so I want to kind of make this stream as a little bit of a reference for that. Apex, what's up? How you doing? Just seeing you in chat. Yeah, one of the things I wanted to go over is so normally the eyes are unlocked like this. They have some limits for where they can go like that. But if you want to constrain them to just where what is visible in the eye whites, that is what this is for here. So it constrains it to that, can't move past that. It also changes based on the size that you actually make it. So say I make it like that, it'll constrain to up there. Things like that. And it also works when you change the pupil size. So let's say you change the pupil size like that, changes what it constrains to. So that was a big, like I was saying, that was a big thing when I was making the rig, that I wanted to make a feature was being able to, support all these different pupil sizes and whatnot. Because for this simple type of play rig, I found that my old rig didn't do that very well, and it was something that I had a lot of people asking me when they asked me about the rig. So this is my solution to that. But yeah, you can do basically 3 pixel tall and 2 wide, and then yeah, it supports all that, so it's nice. Hi Ronell, how are you doing? For tuning in. Just going over, just kind of running through the rig that just released, giving a little bit here and there, just talking about the rig itself, how to use it. But yeah, so I won't go too in depth, but I guess I could show it off a little bit. The way that I got this eye constraint working is pretty simple. Actually, it is literally just two different limit locations. One that has drivers on the X and Z coordinates, just using these two bones actually for reference, because when you scale the eyes, these bones are essentially just reference bones that uh, know where the eye size is and where to constrain it at. Thank you very much. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, even if like we do it like that, move it all. But some people want to be able to move it, so people lock is optional, just like that. You can also move them, scale them, rotate them, all nine. Same thing with the mouth too. Rotate, scale, all that. Um, with the mouth itself, there's two states the mouth could be in. Could have just the mouth closed like this, or you come down here, toggle mouth open. So got some simple controls here, just teeth, up and down. Can rotate them. I was wondering if I had made that a thing or not. That is why I disabled scaling, because that was a problem that was happening. Don't know why scaling was on there. And then come down here. This is one difference from this to this version to the original release, is I moved everything related to bone visibility down to this one little section. So you don't have to go up and down to find different things. There's some tweak bones here for the mouth. Basically don't this is using some UV projects, so don't go low. It works within reason. If you get too far, you'll start seeing parts of the mesh. But for the most part, works pretty well. Can do all sorts of expressions. Think I've mentioned it before. My main inspiration for this rig was Element Animations rig that they've used for their new Maya workflow. Everything. I was watching the behind the scenes on that, and I liked the style and wanted to see if I could recreate it. Because I feel like when I had created my original Minecraft player rig, I kind of styled it off of I want to say like Spark Studios and things like that, with the marketplace stuff. And while I like that style, I didn't love it. I like element animation because I feel like it combines that to like that simpleness with that, still like, oh, this is Minecraft animation, like like the I think most people consider element animation like the OGs. So like that with that OG style, but also getting that new sort of style in there too. Um, what else? What else? The IKFK sliders are on here. So good easy one to show is with the legs. You have actually legs are a good one. Thank you. A nice thing with the legs, and I want to show this off a little bit, is this rig does actually have bendable limbs, just like the old one, except these are more like your, I guess, traditional rig, and also a deformable chest with bendy bone, just in case you want to do that. But with that, also, I made two different IK systems depending on which way you want to use it. There's this one, which is like my old rig, where it's this was inspired by the way this works was inspired by Train Guy. I remember him showing me a little system he came up with. So I made it my own. I what like think I made that rig 2 years ago. Yeah, and it's the same exact way. It's I can pull it. I can show it real quick. So there's just a 2-bone IK chain, and this is just following the bottom one, and you just position it in a way where when it comes up, it kind of falls right into place. And works the same way. You got a pull, the pull works and everything. So it's nice. It's nice. Um, FK controls, whatnot. But you see there's a bend for the leg too, and this coming into what I wanted to show for the leg. There are two different bend types for the legs and the arms too. So you have one bone, which is the simple this, like I was showing before, but you also have 2-bone bend, which actually does incorporate the bend into the IK. It's nothing special, it's just simple. It's not meant to be anything too crazy. So, yep, that is there. It is an option. Also, there's different parents as well, because I know one little issue I ran into while animating with the rig was I kept getting fed up with moving these, because sometimes you want to have them detached to give a more exaggerated movement. So so just to make that a little easier, I made it so you can change the parent of the leg bone without having to go crazy with it. So it's just little drop downs here. You can either have a torso, the root bone, which is right here, or no parent at all. I'm not sure. I figured I'd add it just in case. Yeah, it makes it a little easier. Like if you want to do a bobbing motion with torso that's independent from the animation of the legs, it makes it a little easier. But yeah, change that back. And then you have your other things like head follow. Yeah, it does the head. It does a head bone following the torso. Just simple things like that. You have these eyes closed here. It uses the eyes closed texture uses the same color as the mouth closed. The mind. Well, with that already, mouth open. Parent bones here. So these are the bones if you want to parent anything to the limbs. You can use. They work not only with the simple bend, but also, I mean, the simple bone, but they also work with the bend too. So if you're using the bend, it'll stay to the end of the leg or arm. What else? What else? What else? That's pretty much it for the like animation portion. I find that this is probably going to be the place most people use on the panel itself. Just so I wanted to give a little bit of an explanation of different things. I did make it a lot easier to read now with different labels, which I should have had in the first release and I didn't, and I kind of overlooked that. But moving on from that, just the general character settings up here. simple stuff, nothing crazy. You have your 4 pixel arms, you have your 3 pixel arms, which do work with the IK and all that. So works just the same, no difference. There is second layer too for everything. Um, there's also 2 different eyebrow types. There's a, well, it's hard to see here. Yeah, there we go. There's a masculine and feminine. You can also change the eyebrow size too. Just some little extra features here. Like I said, I went over the pupils already. You can disable different parts of the face. This will also hide the bones for said part of the face when you're not using it. So, like, say if I'm using a character that didn't have eyebrows, you can turn off the eyebrows. Say it didn't have a mouth, you can turn off the mouth. Only has one eye. Um, get it. So you would kind of set that in a preset before using it in your main scene, and settings will save, and you just import it, and bing bam boom, it all works. Yeah, that's pretty much how that works. This little thing layer holdout here is for renders. Basically, you can use a layer holdout pass to get these edges for the second layer, and with that you can kind of add with that you can kind of composite in and add like different rim lights and make it maybe that you wouldn't be able to get in the regular render. Like, say a good example of this would be like, say I want a rim light on not only the edges here when if like I were to do a bevel, for example, but I also want it on the top here. You could go into the render afterwards and you can, you have that layer holdout pass. You can use that as a mask to add those and that was actually a requested feature to be added, so I threw it on there. I found it kind of useful, so I kept it in. That's everything in the character settings. You can also change the armature name just there in case you want to change like what uh just to identify the armature by the character, I guess. So it's just the same name as here. I would not mess with anything with this name here, as the rig does depend on this being named armature. So I would not change that. But if you do want to change the object itself, that is completely fine. You can also change collections, do all that. Yeah. The next thing I want to go over really quick is the armor. This took a lot of time to get working. So, first big hurdle, and I guess you probably have noticed I have some of these drop downs throughout the rig. First thing was, so Blender as of right now doesn't have support for adding enum properties. That's what they're called, on as custom props for bones in the same way you would add a custom prop in any other way. However, you can still add them. So you have to use a script to add them. But once you do, oh, hello, what happened? My monitor just disconnected and then reconnected. That was weird. But yeah, so you have to add them with the script. But once they're added with said script, they stay on the bone just like a custom prop, and you can call them from a script to put them on a panel just like a regular custom prop. And you basically, the way that you do it in the script, you set up the parameters, all the things and what the names are, everything, and then it just adds to the bone when you run the script. That took a very long time to figure out because there's not much documentation on actually doing it. I just kind of found a script online from somebody and it wasn't even like a full script. It was kind of like a explanation on it. So I kind of just cobbled together something and it worked. So I'm not gonna complain. But yes. So the way I got this, so the way that everything is here without being super resource intensive is everything is one mesh. It for well, sorry, the helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots are four different meshes. The way that it works is by material. It's material based. So when you change anything with this, it's actually changing a slider within a cut within a material. Um, I'm a little embarrassed to show said material because it is not anything pretty to look at, but I will because it's important to show how you can change the colors of certain things. So you could select the material from either selecting the mesh itself, or I have this little thing up here to help select materials. So each armor piece has a different material set. As you can see, there's different groups for each material. So chestplate, leggings, helmet. But you can change both the trim color and for the leather trim piece. I don't know exactly what it's called. Well, not the trim piece, the helmet. You can dye it in game. You can also do that here. Um and then let's just say we could do like iron armor, for example. And we want, I don't know, sentry. Change the trim color. All works. And it's the same situation with the rest. You just select what you want. You can do different trims. Works nice. The way that all of this is set up, I'll show in a second, but also I just want to show there's cape and there's also elytra. The elytra model I literally took from the old rig because I somehow the elytra model that I have here um is like 1-to-1 accurate with the game. I don't remember doing that, but it was like that when I looked at the rig. So I was like, huh, that must have taken me a long time. So I just ported it right over and cleaned up the topology a little bit. But other than that, it's good. You can change it out for different elytra textures. Same thing with the cape, different cape textures. It's just the same simple format. On the topic of textures, though, this is what I wanted to bring up for the armor. If you want to change the textures for the armor, the way that it is set up is I've combined everything into one texture to make everything a little easier in terms of switching between different armor types. So it's just a texture sheet. Ooh, I just realized you haven't been able to see what I've been doing this whole time. There we go. Okay, so what I was saying, just to show real quick, there is the different materials here. The texture sprites are here for the armor. Same thing with the trims too. It's laid out the exact same way. So they're there. These are a little more annoying. They were not fun to get working, I will say that. It was not fun to debug. But yeah. Like I said, cape is just the same. Nothing special with that. The elytra here too. Trying to think if there's anything else to go over, but I don't think there is. I think that was pretty much everything to do with the rig itself. Which, yeah, that in essence is simple player rig. Uh, simpler Minecraft player rig in a nutshell. Like I said, if you want to pick it up, it is free 99 over on my Gumroad, which is linked in the description of this stream. Pick it up, make some renders with it, animations, do whatever you want with it. It's all good with me. If you can, I appreciate a little bit of credit. It's the only thing I really ask. If you want to just credit me in descriptions of any animations or make renders, I have no problem if you use it for paid stuff, like if you want to use it for marketplace animations or anything else, don't mind. Um, if you want to contact me directly, my email is also on my YouTube for business inquiries. Other than that, that's the rig. If you feel like you want to also drop a tip too, help support me, make more of this stuff. But that is the rig in a nutshell. But let's mess around with it a little bit. That is what I wanted to do. Wanted to make a little render, so let's just open up here, new scene. Let's get cracking. So, what kind of render do I want to make? That I do not know. I'm thinking maybe something. Maybe something Sky Wars. Not that Sky Wars. Maybe like, yeah, no, Sky Wars. We can do a Sky Wars render. Yeah, we can do a Sky Wars render. So I'll pull that over here. I'm gonna look up some stuff. Sky Wars ref map. Just get a quick download for something. These are not Skyward maps. I have to tell you that much. These are like UHC maps. They're very cool. It's just not what I was looking for. Okay, we're gonna use this one by back builds here. We're gonna use a pack. It says a pack of 6 maps, different maps in one. So we're gonna just get that, and we're gonna use MC prep. That's why I usually don't put my phone near me when I'm doing things, because then I look at it. Oh, huh. Believe it or not, it is not free actually. It is a paid map. I don't feel like giving my card information to a random website, so we're not going to use that. I apologize. We are going to use something else. Can I filter by members only advanced features? Okay. I am not a Planet Minecraft member, nor do I want to figure out how to be one, so we're not going to do that. Okay, or we're going to use this. Bed Wars Pack 32 maps. Let's see if maybe if I have to pay for this one or not. This one you do too. Okay, never mind. It's interesting. Hmm. Very interesting. What if I do like instead of Sky Wars, let's do like a UHC map because seems like those are a dime a dozen, but Sky Wars is not. Huh. So I'm noticing a trend that all of these are paid for. I did not know this is what it's come down to. Okay. I'm a little at a loss here because I don't want to pay for anything right now. Um, hmm. At this point, I'm just like look up maps and find something. I'm actually gonna pull you guys so you can see what I'm looking at here. That's probably boring not seeing what I'm looking at. Just look at builds. Find something. It's good, worth using. I don't want to say it like that, but something that's good for a render. That's a pretty cool build. Um, what's this one? Mountain Lake Village. The video that has nothing to do with the map itself. Okay. Um, I don't know if I really want to use this one. Hmm. It's weird. All right. I will be right back. All right, I hope you're still with me. I'm sorry about that. When duty calls. Anyway, uh, however, I did have an idea. So instead of doing like something, um, instead of doing something like a fighting animation, well, fighting render, which is kind of what I wanted to do. I'm just gonna do running from like some zombies. I think just some simple. I think because then I don't have to download a map and I can just generate one. But I will find some cool seeds. Cool seeds. And we're gonna use that. Let's go on. Let us browse Minecraft seeds subreddit. I need things with Java. Hey, nothing much. I'm working. Gonna doing a render. Just looking for good seed. Now, these are all bedrock. I am. There we are. Okay. Just looking for some good generation. Okay. Kind of like this one with the cherry blossom. Do something with that. Let's go generate ourselves a world. Open up Minecraft launcher. Downloading update files. I don't know if there was any release or not. Stay hydrated. Always good to stay hydrated. Yeah, I don't want to run. See, I would do something with the creaking. I am not in the mood to make a creaking rig right now. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Let's see. See how I feel. But no, hello, stream. I just saw my camera freeze. That scared me. Oh, and the game launched in full screen. Why? Why did you launch in full screen, game? Could you not be full screen? Thank you. Happy to hear you liking the rig. Okay. Stream. We'll do that seed. on. Okay. They didn't give chords on the Reddit post, so I'm hoping that it's just nearby. I really want to use that cherry blossom. Uh, these are just some weird. This is just some weird island generation, like these stone beaches, but like they're very flat. Okay. Slash locate. Biome Cherry Grove. I hope Mindways will not hate me for this. Mindways on Mac is a little annoying because you kind of have to run it with wine and it don't work too well. There ain't no way. Well, we went looking for the largest cherry blossom biome. I think we found the smallest. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's crazy. That is ridiculously small. So why is my render distance so low? What was I doing? There we go. You know what? For this simple render, this village will do, I guess. Yeah, the village will do. Now I'm changing what I want. Now I'm changing my idea again. Maybe I'll just do like guys walking. Texture packs are broken. Yes, they are because I'm not running Optifine or anything. Yeah, maybe I'll do something right here. Just chilling. Maybe there's another guy who's walking by. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll save that. Quit the game. Let's get Mindways up. Where do I keep Mindways? I don't know because I always forget where I keep it. Spotlight search. Mindways app. Take 3 years to open because it's running with wine. Mindways. Open world. Render stream. Just full screen that so I can actually see what I'm doing. So there was 2,000 blocks away. Probably should have gotten the chords. View. Ooh, I might have zoomed out a little too much. There we go. There it is. That's all I wanted to see. Stop zooming. We might be waiting a minute. He gave me the warning and I didn't listen. Gave me a warning and I did not listen. Can play like the dun 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 dun. not even responsive anymore. Oh god. Hey, so you know what you should not do? This. Listen to the warning. Mindway's very resource intensive when you're zooming out like this, even when there's nothing generated. Um, I don't know if it's because it's trying to like calculate things that aren't there. Possibly. Not sure how that works. Um, Mindways has been around as long as I can remember. Damn. Uh, Even when I started, I think Mindways was a thing. Which is like crazy to me because that was over 10 years ago. There was some interesting resources then. Um, I remember what got me into doing all this was Slamicow, um, Fallen Kingdom, just things like that got me into doing this stuff. And I kind of ran with it. All right, I'm gonna just close this out and reopen it because I'm annoyed. Where's quit? Blender is not running in line. That is 100% my ways. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Can I just say this is the best streaming experience I think I've ever had on YouTube? Just things like not going bad with the stream itself. Maybe it's first time I'm streaming on Mac, but the I'm using the hardware encoding, and gotta say, no drop frames. The bit rate, using the bit rate that it said to use. I'm running at 60. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Anyway, let's do that again, but now I know where to look, so you won't have to zoom out like crazy. I think it was this village here, but I want to make sure there was no other ones around. I thought I had seen two, but I guess I was going crazy. Yeah, I think it was just this one. So let's kind of link that area, kind of bring the depth to just about what I need. Export for rendering. Is that all the way over here? New folder. I don't know. Let's do stream render. Make Z the up direction. I always like to set it to colored and flexible. Meters, obviously. Don't want to export individual blocks. Yeah, I'm gonna make a render. Um, there was another setting too, I remember. But I don't remember what it is, so I'm just gonna export as is. Yes. Okay. Cool. So we have exported. Now let us save our file first because I know importing OBJs is not a fun thing to do. Where was it? Render. It's probably right in front of my face. There it is. Render. Just use a little bit of MC prep. I probably got to update because I don't think I have the latest version, but that's okay. DJ World import, mat export village. Okay. Do that a quick 90 degrees. Is this just like a Windows thing? I remember on Windows, if I type 90 degrees, right? Say I'm rotating something, and then I hit the negative sign. The negative sign would automatically go to the beginning and flip my rotation. On this, it just adds it where it is. Is that a Blender thing, or was that just a Windows thing that I'm now missing that I don't have anymore? Because I really missed that. Being able to just like, oh, if I type something, oh, it was the wrong direction, hit negative, and it would go to the right thing. Unless there's a thing I can do to change that in Blender itself, I haven't really looked. But that was something when I was still on Windows that just worked fine. Um, don't improve UI, use submission. Okay. The material one, I want to make sure it used the right ones. It did not use the ones I wanted it to use, so we're gonna make it use the ones I want it to use. I think it's in my downloads. There should be vanilla PBR. I think I just have to select this. And I think I have to re-prep the materials to use it. Yeah. I forget how. Oh no, it's there. It's working. I see them. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if simple PBR is actually updated or not, or how current it is. Because I'm noticing like things like strip logs don't have normals. If anyone has a good PBR Minecraft texture pack, let me know. Even if it's paid, I don't care. I'll use that in game when I play. That's something I'd use. Okay, so good. We are here. Just name this world. Don't know why everything is separated. It's definitely taking a hit on my performance for it being like that, but also let's, for the sake of working, hide everything I don't exactly need. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's take everything I do need. So I need this. I think I want to do the render. What do I want to do the render? I want to do something simple. I think I might just do it like here. Just get this background environment and everything. So just gonna take this here and separate it. And I'm just gonna hide that. All right. That makes it a lot easier to work with. Set up my scene real quick. Okay. One thing I want to change really quick because it gives nice Minecraft-like lighting if you turn on fast GI approximation and then you do. I like to set it to about 15. It basically brightens everything. It's something to do with the ambient occlusion. We just create a MC sky within our world. Just go to EV really fast. What is it? Oh, here. You want to do like a nice sunset vibe here. I'm gonna do cycles. Cycles is kind of what I want to. Just tweak this until I have something that kind of resembles what I'm going for. Oh, that's right. It's not that I need to tweak too much. It's the actual AO factor. Not trying to damn surprise. All right. How long does it take to render? That depends. I usually render what are my settings at 4K. A 4K render takes about for me maybe 2 minutes. for a single image, which ain't that bad actually. Depends on the scene though. Some more complex scenes tend to take longer. Um, I like to render things as EXRs, so multi-layer EXRs. So I have all my different render layers in one file. Hey, also a tip: stop saving your stuff in PNG that's a unless you're gonna post it somewhere where you need an alpha, things like that. Um, for working with 3D file with and compositing and anything image wise with renders, the best thing you can do is render OpenEXR multi-layer, especially if you're using other programs like Photoshop or Affinity. You get all your render layers. You can. It's a smaller file than PNG, so it ends up having less space on your machine. You can have a you can use different color depths. I have mine set up with half, which I think is that 16. Yeah, so 16-bit color can have go up to 32. It's bigger file size. And I use a lossy DWAA codec, which is like a lossy codec. So not perfect detail, but good enough. Um, but I think it's great for renders and whatnot. But yeah, getting back into this. Let me turn world scene off so I can see what I'm doing again. Let's get the star of the show in here. I'm just gonna put myself, I think. It's nice they had everything scaled right already, so that's good. Just go.
Some Negro.
Sorry about that. My brother came in. Asked me a question. All right, back to render. So I'm thinking do a couple different poses here. Do I gotta grab a few Minecraft skins, but thinking we'll do something like this. Maybe we'll push him from a far angle, so we'll do a 75 millimeter. Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe we'll just do me. Learn your axes, Daniel. Actually, I'm gonna do another character because I just want to show the process of adding, doing that. I'm so glad I changed these phone shapes. It is so much easier to use this rig now that I did that. You know, it's so funny. Ever since I've been messing around with this, right? I never realized how like mean my skin looked with the eyebrows, but my actual skin does have the like, oh, I didn't have anything selected. That's what I was bugging. Okay, just make sure when I am rendering that I am using render region, just so I'm not killing. Just want to see. Yeah, okay, I'll make scene more exciting. So let us grab another skin to use. Just go to meme MC. Find something that works. That was pretty funny. I am not using the new EV ray tracing. I actually haven't gotten a chance to really try it out. Don't really want to try it today, but I will get we'll get around to trying it because I want to give it a shot. Um, Damn, why am I being so picky about this? Also, why is like why are like most Minecraft skins just like generic same thing? Like it's the same hair, same shading style. I don't know who this guy is, but this skin looks pretty cool. I'm gonna download that. Okay. So I'm gonna edit this guy's skin to make it so we can use the mouth on it. So I'm gonna open mine for the preset, and then I was just thinking about this actually. I'll probably include a little template just with this. So you can throw it right on her own things. But okay. Just delete that. Yeah, I do. So kind of just should probably get the eye color first. That would be nice. Mouth color 2. Eyebrows. I was gonna make a unibrow option. That's why I left some little extra pixels here. Just never got around to doing it. There we go. So that's prepped and ready to be used. Just save it. Probably gonna need to find another one, so let's import another rig. I probably should be linking these, but it's okay. Creeper dude. We got a creeper on this jacket. Yeah, that's right. I have to change it this way because of the way the thing is set up. So it should be a 001. Oh, I got unpack. No? Why can't I replace? Because it was packed. Okay. So if I just grab, where'd that go? Okay, Blender file view just decided it wanted to disappear on me. That's not good. There it was. Where did it go? There we go. We got it back. We saved it. I've saved. Did not even know where it like got off to. It was weird. But yeah, so just like that, imported eyebrows and all are here. It was a 4-pixel arm skin, so that works fine. Do a quick one on that. Pupils are good. Yep. We'll do a block on that. I kind of want to throw some, maybe a no, this guy's just kind of, this is a kind of cool skin. I think I'm gonna leave it bare. I might throw armor on my own guy. Just sent him off to the abyss. Okay. So where would we want to put him in the render? Rule of thirds, people. Composition guides. Gonna figure out where he should be. That looks good in the frame. Hmm. There does happen to be a third right here. So if I push him like further back here, like I'm gonna cheat to the camera a little bit. He's just kind of over here, minding his own business. Oop, I just realized I didn't remove his mouth. It's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Instead of doing that, since he's not going to be seen anyway, we can just do pop. And there we go. So yeah, actually I am going to add armor onto me. Do like iron, just maybe a turtle helmet. Does it make sense? No. Is it funny? Yeah. Maybe we'll have him turn. Actually, you know what? Here, we're gonna have another person. We're gonna. I kind of want to show someone with Alex arms, so I'm gonna find a skin, an Alex arm skin. But maybe they're talking. I don't know. It's some visual flavor. I don't know. Compose the scene, whatever the heck the word is. That is what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Again, cheat to camera a little bit so you can see what's going on. I'm having it. I have used the camera rigs add-on before. I sort of like it, not the biggest fan of it. Yes, it's nice. I feel like for getting more um I feel like it's good for getting like more grounded cameras. So like make it feel a little more real. But for something like this, I kind of like just the control of just the standard blender camera as long as I know like what I'm doing and I'm keep making sure I'm staying on it. Because then learn skins. All right. What do you mean? Like the descriptions and stuff, like how they removed all that. I don't if that's what you're talking about. I don't know. Um let's go like top skins. You know, that makes sense why these would be top skins. That makes total sense. However, I want something with Alex arms, but I don't actually want Alex. I'm not gonna use Dream either. There's some funny skins. Um yeah, we'll use this one. Why not? Is that Travis Scott? Yeah, we'll use this one. We will use this skin. So what we will do here is same thing. I'll just open up this for my template. Open this one. Oh, the built-in add-ons. I I think they just changed how things were. So like if you go into like preferences now, like you get add-ons here, but then they have this new tab like get extensions and I it's basically just add-ons. or themes, and it's just like a thing you can just kind of, I don't know what it's connected to or what where it like gets these from, but it's just like things aren't installed by like default anymore. So there's just a whole bunch of different uh things here that you can look through, and it just automatically installs them if you hit install. Yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah. A sprite. Okay. I feel terrible removing these people's watermarks, but like I need to for this to work. Um, I'm just realizing my rig don't support lashes this big. I'm going to remove them. Let's, so we'll do the, just gonna do a full thing there, and then I'll do this color here. I white will do, I believe this is where that starts, so just do that. Let's get that color in there. Then we'll do that. All right. Don't need to do mouth because doesn't have, the skin doesn't have one. Just gotta fill this area in. Just like that. This should be ready to go. So we get another one in here. We'll do I don't know. Go back to shading. Find this one. We gotta unpack, remove pack, replace. Let's fix that up real quick. So we're gonna do no mouth, feminine eyebrow. Do it that size. These need to be moved down. Like that. These moved up. that. Two eyes like that. These up. Just do a pupil lock. Well, actually, these were down 1, 2, right? Yeah. I was wondering why that looks weird. What do you mean if I posted any of these vids? Yeah, and this is just one of those things that where I'm actually really happy that this all works because see, it's just very simple, able to set that up really quick, and it all works great. I have more control. Pupil lock works. Just really simple. Mm-hmm. Makes doing stuff like this pretty easy. Just cheat to the camera again because I want things to be seen. Ooh, probably should set the arms to 3 pixel too. That would be important because this is a 3 pixel arm skin. Uh-oh. I mean, I make just kind of what I post on Twitter. I haven't really uh I don't post too often. I'm not just what's the word I'm looking for? Not that active. Also, this is a problem that I just came across with these bone layers. I did not even think about that this changes when you add new armature. Huh. Is that just because? No, that's okay. That's something I need to figure out, and I need to push a fix for because if not, then this doesn't work with multiple orgs. I think. See, the way to solve this would be having it just call upon the armature name. Okay, this will be a quick fix. I'm gonna put this fix. I'm gonna put that fix. I know how to fix it. I'm gonna do a fix tomorrow. But so right now, bone layer is broken right now. I figured I know what I need to do to fix it. I just after this render, I'm kind of just gonna go to sleep because it's late. But I will push a fix out tomorrow. But for now, this should work. Just quit that blender. Think I just want to fix the lighting. Uh, you know what? Instead of doing that, let's just fix how the sky looks. I don't have a Instagram for 3D stuff. I do have an Instagram for my photography though. If it's a Lucci photo video, at Lucci photo video on Instagram. Feel free to go to my website. It's on there too. Factor. Hmm. Kind of feeling like there's too much dead space here. I'm gonna reframe a little bit. I've been using Blender for little over 10 years now, on and off. Uh, yeah, a little over 10 years, and I really have nothing to show for it. I don't know, I find that I do more work for other people than I make stuff for myself. So like I'll make rigs for people, or I'll yeah, it's pretty much what I do. Just rigging for other people. Delete this piece of grass. Yeah, I started using Blender when I was really young, actually. You know what? You know why this is looking weird? Because I'm not using the correct exposure either. Do like something like that. I think I just want to add a light in here. So it doesn't look like super dark in here. I hope that's not too bright. It's probably gonna look like the power of the sun, just a house. Yeah, it's all bright. A little bit of blue tinge to it just to make it fit the rest of the scene. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and I'll push the colors in compositing. I do just want to make sure I'm rendering out oh, nice. What were you using C++ to make? Again, it just disappears. Can't drag it off the screen or it just goes away for some reason. Okay. Just want to place to save that. Yeah, it's gonna render in ACES CG, which I want. The output file is gonna be ACES. Just let that render really quick. Yeah, it should take about a minute to render this out. Uh, but my computer doesn't like when I do things while I'm rendering. That's for sure. Okay. Just wanted to make sure things are running good on the stream while this is rendering a lot slower than it usually would. Why is this rendering so slow? Probably because I'm streaming. That would make sense why it's probably rendering so slow. Yeah, because now all of a sudden I'm dropping frames. Okay. Um, I think I'm gonna call the stream here, and I will post the results on Twitter once I'm done. But thank you for tuning in, and y'all have a good night.